Yo, what's up, you guys? Today we have another video today. These are 10 fragrances that I awkwardly enjoyed in 2024. I want to start right from the top, get it right and going. Royal Water by Creed. This is a very classy fragrance that is allspice, fresh. It's like reminds me of Gentle Fluidity Silver, but in its own way, in the Creed style per se. So what you have in this fragrance is citruses, basil, allspice, and cumin. What you smell here the most. The orange is kind of there, but I get the basil, the allspice, and the citruses. And I love allspice because I had a good time with Viking by Creed. But this, when I smelt it for the first time from Decant, Scent Decant online, I had a 1 ml and I smelt it. I'm like, ooh, that's really, really good. So I got this as a, I think it was an anniversary gift, or if I got this on my birthday, I might have gotten this on my birthday for either anniversary gift or my birthday. But that's Creed Royal Water. Longevity isn't there. You have to stack this with Ambroxan for longevity, but it's really, really good. Meant for the summertime, springtime. It's perfect for that if you want to smell fresh. Number two. Number two might have to be Xerjoff Astral. This one is Astral by Xerjoff. So this is a rose oudi fragrance that I really, really enjoyed, surprisingly enough. I haven't used a lot of it just solely because of the fact that I haven't had a lot of occasions to wear this. But this grew on me after wearing it a couple times and not liking it, to letting it sit, and then I realized truly that I liked Gucci Guilty Elixir. That one surprised me this year too. Memorable mention. But this one did too. What you got here is the Shamama Attar is very prominent with the rose, the incense, the violet, and I think the anise really stands out, or the anise. I love this fragrance. Longevity here, you cannot complain. This really, really projects. And good all around wear, you know. For the winter time, I realized during the winter time, this really, really projects in the cold. So it's a great fragrance for the cold time. If you like rose, kind of the Shamama Attar, I'm not going to be misusing that word or trying to make assumptions. I'm not sure what that is, but I would say it's kind of like in the family of like incense in a way. But this one really, really stands out and the projection is great. And that was number two, Xerjoff Astral. Second one on my list, Adonis Awakens by Argos. This fragrance reminds me of rose dryer sheets. It's slightly sweet, and if you have dryer sheets, when you pull out your clothes from the dryer, and the dryer sheets are in there, you get this aromatic smoothness. This is as smooth as that. It just has rose. This is a good all-around wear this during daytime, nighttime, summertime, fall time, winter time, to church, to work, to the office. This is really, really great. Just between those situations or those occasions, make sure you don't overspray this because it is very potent. So spray as you need. And that's number three, Adonis Awakens by Argos. Number four, Salonaso by Nasamato. This, all you need to know is sandalwood, musk, coffee, animalic notes. The animalic notes are very potent here. It kind of gives me a vibe of chocolate, but I think it might be the coffee with the animalic notes. And this is really, really nice. If you want to get into the animalic side of things, this is really good to break that itch. And another one that I'm going to mention that is good to break that itch too. And that's what you need to know about this. Nasamato, they sell a 1 fluid ounce bottle for like $150. You don't have to spray much with this either. This is a wintertime fall fragrance. And if you enjoy coffee, you want to get into the animalic mood of stuff, try this out. As far as compliments, I don't really get a lot of compliments in my animalic fragrances, but this is one you should definitely try if you want to get into that mood. And if you like coffee too, if you like Intense Cafe or Ristretto Intense Cafe by Montel, you're going to like this stuff too. It just has that animalic touch. And I like to tell people that this is kind of reminiscent to tough animal, so like a bear or like a boar, or like just a tough skinned animal, not dog, not cat. It smells like a wet bear. That's the animalic you get from this. And the coffee note definitely gives it that compliment for sure. Number 4, Nasamato Saldonaso. Number 3, Blackmail. Very underrated house, but I have heard once you buy a fragrance from them, you're joining a cult. I've been added to that cult. But Blackmail by Kerosene. Oh, so this is smoky. It has, I think this one has a plum note too, or I think it might be it might have berries. I'm just double checking right now. Oud, vanilla, amber. It does have plum and raspberry. So the oud here is very, there's a smoky aspect to this. It's very smoky. Plum and raspberry really stand out, and there's amber here too. This stuff, Kerosene does not joke around with projection and longevity. You do not need a lot of this. You will put some on today in the morning, and in the nighttime when you come back home, it'll still be lingering on you. You do not need a lot of this stuff. But it's definitely one of my fragrances. If you like Paragon by Initio, if you like, there was another plum fragrance. Slipped through my head. But Paragon by Initio, you're going to like this. This is more in that winter, tough, dark aspect of things. Oh, and Pernod Amoral. I can drop these names below if you guys want me to. I reply to my comments always. These fall into those two categories basically. This is very dark, very mysterious, and this does not disappoint. And number 5, that was Blackmail by Kerosene. Number 6, a little to the cheaper side, Game of Spades by Wildcard. Game of Spades, Wildcard. This is a clone of Lafayette Street by Bond Number 9. This impressed me in 2024, and all of these impressed me just based on their styles. They got me out of my comfort zone when it came to fragrances, and they made me search for other things. I was used to Hugo Boss, you know. I was used to stuff like Jean-Paul Gaultier, and most of these fragrances helped me step out of that field of designer for the most part. And this is the best way to put it. The coriander here really stands out. I don't want to misuse my words. So that's why I'm just looking up the notes as I try to go through it. The apple here stands out. The flowers stand out, and the ambroxan stands out. The woodsy notes here really stand out with the vanilla too. So you smell everything here basically. You really, really smell everything in this fragrance. You can get a bottle of this. I got this at Puerto Rico when I was out in Puerto Rico, and I probably paid $65 for it. On Amazon, you can probably find it for like $55, $60, and the Game of Spades by Joe Milano really does not disappoint with their longevity either. You do not have to spray a lot with this stuff. Wintertime, fall time fragrance, freshy. So this gives you the fresh vibes just for the winter time, and this is perfect because you do not need a lot, and you're going to smell great and get compliments with this one too. And number 6, that was Lafayette Street by Bond Number 9, or Wild Card by Game of Spades. Number 6, Sospiro Vibrato. Most of these you're going to recognize, but some of these you're not going to recognize, and I kind of wanted to throw that into the mix so these can get one on too. Sospiro Vibrato reminds me of Tigar by Bulgari, but Vibrato kind of has this difference to it, you know? Vibrato kind of has this grapefruit ginger vibe, but it makes it powdery. And it's really, really good. The powdery here is what separates it here from Tigar by Bulgari. And this fragrance is, I've worn this during the summertime and springtime, and I absolutely love how this wears. I just have so many fragrances that it's not full bottle worthy for me, but if money wasn't an issue, this would be most definitely added to my collection. So you get the grapefruit, the ginger, the powdery notes, herbal notes, maybe like the green notes. I'm not sure what green notes I'm smelling here. But I definitely get the grapefruit, ginger, jasmine, magnolia, and the powdery notes. I get those absolutely for sure. The orris is in the background. Doesn't stand out as much like in Diesel Bad. But this is really good. This is a really refresh fragrance. Longevity on this, no questions. You can spray this around like 7 to 8 times. You can get longevity for about like 7 hours roughly. But most of my fragrances that don't last, I just stack it with Ambroxan. And I just spray myself with Ambroxan if I know it's not going to last. And with this one, it might not last. So you might want to stack it with Ambroxan. Number 6, that was number 7 actually. That was Suspiro Vibrato. Definitely check it out. Number 8, Fleuve Tendre by Liquides Imaginaries. These are I'm just trying to looking for the note breakdown again with all of these. This is musky for sure. You get animalic. As weird as this may sound, when I did my last review on this is kind of like animal piss. As weird as that sounds. But the thing that really makes this stand out of everything is that you get this aquatic, almost like designer-ish vibe to it. But it just adds the animalic notes to make it different on everybody's skin. With animalic notes, it's going to smell absolutely different on everybody. It could smell different to me. It could smell different on my uncle. It could smell different on my father. And that's what I like about animalics. And yeah, this is just your regular freshy fragrance, just with a little sprinkle of animalic notes. Push out the musk very, very hard. And that's what you're going to get with this. I got a 10 ml of this stuff, so this isn't only the 5 ml that I have. I have another one standing by because I just absolutely love this one. And this one shocked me and got me interested into the animalic world of fragrances for sure. And yeah, that's Fleuve Tendre by Liquides Imaginaries. Last in our list, number 9, I'll do an honorable mention last, is Origini by Adi Alevan. So Adi Alevan is a very, they call ultra niche house that is based out of Romania. And with this one, it really, really surprised me. Because with this one, what you get is a vacation vibe fragrance with the thing I get the most, cashmere wood, cannabis, coconut. The cannabis here is not repellent at all. It's not going to make people stand away from you. The cannabis here is very pleasing, very inviting, almost very welcoming, because the coconut here and the cannabis kind of give it this smoothie vibe. That's the best way to put it. So it's like if you grab cannabis and a coconut and you put it in a blender, because it smells kind of milky too, but it's not. I think the sage here just makes it aromatic. And when I smelled this one, I was like, this really makes me challenge cannabis a lot, because I tried Carolina Herrera's Bad Boy Le Parfum, and that one had a very powerful weed note that I absolutely did not like. And when I tried this one, Origini by the Alevan, it helped me step out of my comfort zone with saying, okay, let me try other cannabis fragrances. Maybe that one was just done very poorly. And I was right. That one was done very poorly. Origini by Alevan is a fragrance that impressed me for sure in 2024. Now, if I had to give the number one spot of the one that impressed me the most in 2024, would probably have to be Blackmail by Kerosene. I was in the mood for this fragrance when I was like, I'm in an age right now where I need to be in my locked in phase. It's the winter time. And this fragrance gives me that mood of I'm locked in. Nobody talk to me. I'm going on my own path. I feel daring. This fragrance does that. It feels very daring. It says, get out of my way. And it says, do not get close to me. I'm about to rage or something like that. Blackmail definitely gives that vibe. It's not inviting. It's very smoky, so it makes you very mysterious. It's one of those leather jacket fragrances that for sure does the job. And I guess my last admirable mention would have to be Amoral by Père Noir. And that one is kind of similar to Blackmail by Kerosene, But with Amoral by Père Noir is Iris Ford. So I've been told with that one, which I got a compliment on that one, is that it's smells like his Burberry fragrance that he has, and I'm like, I'm not trying to smell like Burberry. So I got blackmail, and that's why I pulled the trigger on buying a full bottle of this instead of the Amoral, because the Amoral really got me compliments, but I was looking for something darker, something for the winter, something more daring, and this one does the job for sure. So this would have to be number one as the one that impressed me the most in 2024. That's it for today. I'll probably make a video on 2025, what I plan on sampling in 2025, and yeah, wish you guys the best. I love you, and God loves you. Peace out.